Hi, I'm Adrienne, and I did my C3 project on exploring mental and physical wellness through dance. Why did I start dancing? I started dancing because of an injury. In December of 2018, I was visiting Vermont, and I am very hypermobile, which means I just have very flexible joints, basically. And I fell and tore my ACL. I was long story short, I was riding a snowmobile, and that was how I got my injury. And then in January, at the end of January of 2019, I got the surgery. The recovery process I knew was going to be long, difficult, very grueling, but it turned out to be worse than I thought. It was 6 months of healing until I was even a little better. The biggest issue with this injury is you lose all muscle in your leg, and your muscles really support you when you're walking, moving, any type, of movement. So it was very, very difficult building back that muscle without injuring myself was really, really hard and specific, like especially mentally difficult because, I wanted to dance. I wanted to be able to be in musicals again. And I just couldn't because of my injury. And during the pandemic, when I moved to Vermont, I was having a hard time because there was nothing I could do. And then my mom and I were looking around and we found the Dance Collective. So the Dance Collective is a dance studio in Leb, New Hampshire. It is a 45-minute drive for me, so it's long, but it's totally worth it. They are very focused on mental health. They want you to be the best dancer you could possibly be, but they want you to be the best dancer you could possibly be while being mentally stable and happy. They don't try to put too much stress on you. They want you to be happy and have fun while also being the best dancer you could be. They always talk about nutrition. A lot of dancers suffer from eating disorders or they just focus too much on food. So she makes it obvious. She's like, you need to focus on protein, but you shouldn't restrict yourself so that you can remain healthy. She wants you to be a healthy person, but not forcing yourself to only eat certain foods and work out enough to make up for it. She is very positive. She being Allison Weiner Sawyer, the owner of the studio. She wants everyone to be happy and to focus on what's best for them and try not to focus on what other people view you as. A big thing with mental health is building self esteem and confidence. A big way we do that is with master classes. I would say about 1 to 2 times each month, we have a masterclass teacher come in, past teachers. Jessica Lee Golden, who I think is currently in Moulin Rouge on Broadway. Thane Jasperson, who is in Hamilton on Broadway. He's been there since the start. Gabby Diaz and Ben Cook, they are both dating, and they were both in West Side Story. Jacob Carr, that's who is in this photo. I don't know too much about him. We've also had trying to think. Rosero. He is a famous hip hop dancer, and he lives in LA. He has choreographed for people like Beyonce, who I think everyone knows. But a big thing with these master classes is yes, it seems scary that you're with someone famous, but even they are the sweetest people ever. They want you to be happy. They want you to make the dance your own. Like when I first had a master class here, I was very nervous about my injury because I re-injure myself very easily. And there was a part where we had to go all the way down our knees, and my knee just couldn't bend that way at the time, so they just had me do something else. I just stayed in a normal position, did an arabesque, which I'll show y'all later in a photo, and it was fine. There was nothing weird about it. I didn't feel stressed about it. I remember my first time I went in for a master class, I was super scared because I was like, oh my gosh, this is a famous person. This could make or break my career. And then Allie calmed me down and she was like, no, if anything, this will help your career because you work hard and that's what really matters. She makes it obvious. You might be the best dancer ever, but if you don't practice, you don't work hard, you don't put in the effort, it doesn't matter. What matters is a hard worker. A hard worker will always be more important than the best dancer in the room. Another part of mental health is keeping calm. Just like I said, she always calms me down if I'm ever nervous because she wants you to be happy with what you're doing. So, a big part of mental health, a lot of people know, is service animals and just support animals in general. So she allows us to bring, every once in a while, she will allow someone to bring a dog into the studio. Allie brings hers in most of the time, and I brought my Labradoodle in one day. She's hypoallergenic, so I felt comfortable bringing her into the studio. I brought her in about 2 weeks ago. I knew everyone was stressed because we had a dance recital coming up. It's actually this weekend, but it was still getting very, very close because we only have one rehearsal per week at the studio for our classes. So everyone was getting very stressed. So I brought in Maple, and it just calmed everyone down. When people walked in, they were nervous. You could tell they were just very stiff. And then once Maple came around the room, everyone just relaxed, and you could tell everyone just felt more comfortable with a pet in the room because she gave them kisses and hugs. They could cuddle with her, and she just felt so much better. So this is Maple, who's my dog, and this is Allie's dog, Roxy, and this is one of the dancers at the studio named Cameron, who's a very sweetheart. My most recent show that people might have seen is Xanadu. I did it at the Lebanon Opera House. Most people know it from the 1980 movie starring Olivia Newton-John. It's a very high-energy musical comedy. I had the honor of playing the sassy antagonist, Mal Pomni. I will link the most popular song I sang, Evil Woman, and the title number, Xanadu. So first, I will show you the song I sang.
My daughters, for years I instructed them in the notes of the flutes, and now they sit by the seaside, singing and playing and learn sailors the rocky dance. Yes, my daughters, the assignment, they never call.
And Zeus did not grant you the leader position because he felt you would be too busy with your children. So he gave the role to Clio.
Apparently there is no success nor joy for you nor I. And now Clio is being granted Xander. What did I ever got? I would spite her.
Sister, you are such a what's the expression we're looking for? You're a
if rolled in from another town. Had to go to watch you settle down. But the latest morning soon goes every way. And you found a fool lying in the days. Woman, weren't you gone alone? You destroyed all the virtue that the Lord gave you. It's so good that you're feeling pain. But you better get your face up or there ain't a stray.
So that is the popular number I sang called Evil Woman. And here's the title number, which is actually the last number of the show, Xanadu. I'm over here in the rainbow too. So that was the title number. The rehearsal process for Xanadu. We put this show on in about 3 months. We had 2 rehearsals each week. We had a Friday night rehearsal and we had a Sunday day rehearsal. It wasn't a lot of rehearsal, so we really, really had to work hard to know everything, get everything down until the last 2 weeks. We had tech rehearsal, which is when you bring everyone together. The tech crew, which runs lights and does set, the people who have costumes, we have makeup, we have mics. So it was a lot, and we were there for probably 4 hours every day of the week. So this is a semi-big dancing number called Fool, and I'm going to show you the rehearsal video and then performance video. Just little clips of them though. So that was full rehearsal, and here is the full performance. So that was performance. Obviously, there was a big difference. In the first video, I was a little nervous, not really sure, but this next one, I was completely ready and I felt fine. I'll be honest, that's not the best video of it performance wise. My last show was the best, but my parents just wanted to watch it and not take videos. That's why I don't have a great video of it. So, dance leading to mental health progress, part one. Since I started dance at the Dance Collective, I've been a happier person. Before I started dance, I saw my therapist once a week, and now I talk to her about once a month. Dance has helped me get to know my physical limitations and move past them and work around them. I've become healthier physically and mentally, all thanks to the Dance Collective. Dance leading to mental health progress, part two. I moved here in the middle of the pandemic. It was the summer of 2020, so there was nothing happening here. It was very, boring, and I couldn't do anything. And it was just, it was really suffocating at times until I found the Dance Collective, who was still doing summer camps. We were fully masked, got our temperature taken every day. We all had to COVID test before we came into the studio each week. So I started making friends there, but I didn't really make anyone I was very close to until I started the Trumbull Hall Theater Troupe. The last school year, we didn't get to do anything in person because of COVID, but this year we got to do the show Xanadu, as you saw. Right away at auditions, I met Elizabeth, who is seen in these photos with me. And ever since then, we've been inseparable. We are best friends. We did Xanadu. We take tap and Broadway together. In the summer, we are doing Year in Town together at Northern Stage. This past semester, I took 5 dance classes each week. On Mondays, I took a private ballet class, public tap. On Tuesdays, I took a private tap class and public contemporary. On Fridays, I took public Broadway with a focus on Fosse. I also showed up to dance early on most days for practice. I went to dance at least 3 days a week this past semester, and it kept me very happy and very healthy. So each week, I'll say I did between 6 to 11 hours of dance per week, sometimes a little more, sometimes less if I couldn't make it to a dance class. So here, earlier I was talking about an arabesque. This is an arabesque. And these are batmas, grand batmas, because a batma means waist level, and these are above waist level. Dance, I've gotten so much better with dance mentally and physically. I used to be very nervous when I did moves, anything really, but now I've just let it flow. I do what I can. If I get nervous, I try to push through it. Worst comes to worst, I change the dance a little, and it's allowed because she wants us to be happy. And because of how positive the studio is, I've started to enjoy dancing a lot more. It used to be something I was very nervous about and stressed out about constantly with theater, but now I just feel so much better about it because I know I've changed and I've become a lot better. These are some photos from the performance. This show was amazing. I got better at dancing just from the show in general without dance classes because Ali was the choreographer. So she made it very stress-free and exciting and fun. Every time we were with her, it was like we were having our own little dance party. It was great. Ali makes dance fun, and the kids at the studio do the same thing. They're like mini me's of Ali. And it's just very stress-free, a relaxing environment. We're still the best we could possibly be, and there's some amazing dancers there. But she focuses on mental health so that we all stay positive and happy. And I don't know what I would do without the Dance Collective. I wouldn't be where I am now. And I'm very thankful for them. And I hope people understand now that dance isn't just this like little thing you do for fun. It is actually a sport. You work out constantly. It works out your whole body. And it's tiring, but it's so much fun and completely worth the tense muscles afterward. Thank you for watching my presentation.